Hey, scrapping Irish.
Yes, what you want?
Whatever happened to that ram you bought off eBay? What have you been doing with it?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, because it just happens that I've a video prepared to explain what has been happening with that ram that I bought off eBay. A lot of people want to know, so let's go and have a look at that and see what have I done with that ram. Oh, and by the way, you're looking a bit pale looking. You might need to see a doctor. So let's see what's been happening with that ram I bought off eBay. Well guys, welcome back to another Scrapping Irish video. And on my last video, well, it depends when you're watching this. It may not be my last video, but on a video recently done, I done some ram chip or ram fingers and just doing a quick gold recovery using bleach and HCl, so instead of no nitric used. So, and I said on the end of that video that I still had more to do from the ram that I bought off eBay that time, so to work through it and stuff like that. So this is what I had got so far from the eBay ram. As you can see there, that's the gold powder. It needs to be refined again, of course, but it's just to give you an idea of what I got so far. But I have at the moment more solution in there that is waiting to be dropped. So at the moment it's filtering. So I wanted to do maybe this one for you, and you can get a look at me dropping out more gold. So always nice to see a bit of gold being dropped. So again, we've got our SMB. So we're going to put a couple of grams of this in here, because like the last time, even though I only got a third of a gram, I still needed to use, because of the probably free acid that was still in the solution, it ate up so much of the SMB before it dropped the gold out, that I had to use maybe 2 grams or 2.5 grams of that to drop out the gold. So let's get some going here and probably put in about 3 grams, same as I did the last time, and hopefully we might get another third or maybe a bit more, because it might be worth doing. So let's get the scales back to 0. And that should do. 3 grams should be enough to drop the gold out, I hope. So we'll just add some water, dissolve that in there. Again, distilled water, guys. Nothing other than distilled water when you're doing this. So that's dissolved fairly good already without even stirring it. But yeah, so we're going to go out and we're going to add this into our solution, which is nearly finished filtering. I'm just looking out there at it. Outside, it's nearly finished filtering. So we'll go and add this to it and see can we get a gold drop and see what we end up with in the end. Again, this is going to be a shorter video because it's just an update on the eBay, because people were asking me how is it going on, or what's the story, have you made back your money, did you break even, did you think so. Again, don't forget, this is just the chips that I've been, or not the chips, just the fingers so far. I still have the chips to do, and as you've seen, I have some of the chip stuff done into powder on a previous video, and that still has to be worked through to see can we get the gold out of that. It seems to be that one, and I have another one which isn't quite as finely done yet. So it was just an experiment to see on the incineration how good it can be done. So this one is still fairly black, so a lot of carbon in that, so that probably needs to be re-burned. And this one here is the white powder that we'd like to see. So again, eventually I have a lot of chips to do yet, and hopefully we can get our gold out of that. But that's not what this video is about. This is about seeing what we've got in the liquid. So let's go outside and have a look at what we have filtered, and let's see can we get a drop done. Okay guys, so here we are, about to pour in the solution and hopefully get a gold drop. So let's see what happens. Well, that's clearing up pretty quick. Give it a stir. Well, it started off pretty quick, but still hasn't fully cleared. Add a bit more, and we'll leave it and see what happens. So again, it looks like we're going to have to leave it for a while. I'm not sure what's in this, to be honest with you, because it was just some gold that was left over that I hadn't put through in the first batch. Now it's clearing up pretty quick. We're getting a nice clear colour, so hopefully we'll get a darker colour and we'll get the gold drop. Nice sunny day today, by the way, so okay, so I'm gonna have to leave that for a while. It's not really dropping yet. It's cleared up, as you can see, so it has taken whatever the goldy colour or yellow colour out of it, and it's gone to the clear, but nothing has started to drop yet, so I may need to add more SMB. But what I'll do is I'll leave it for a few hours and come back and see what it's like in a few hours, see has anything started to drop out, or maybe leave it over 24 hours and see what the story is. So we'll check back in a while. So after letting it settle overnight, we can see we have gold powder on the bottom. Now, not a huge amount, but some gold powder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour off as much of the liquid as I can without disturbing the gold at the bottom. Again, I'm putting it into a filter. I'll be testing this liquid afterwards to make sure there's still no more precious metals left in it. So, as you can see, well, you can't see, let me see if I can make you see. You can see where some of the gold powder has slid to one side, so there's a little layer down there at the bottom. So, as I said, I'm trying not to disturb that layer and just let this filter through here. Once it's filtered through, I'll test that with stannous and make sure there's still no precious metals left in it, but I don't think there should be anything left in it, to be honest. We'll go from there. Then we'll get this dried out. Well, we'll see what's left once I pour off all the liquid and rinse it a few times. So you can see there's a layer down there, but we'll hopefully get all that into one nice little blob, and once it's all in one nice little blob dried out, and we can filter it. So that's really all you can see at the moment until we get all the liquid poured off, well, until I get really down low, and then I'm going to stir it up and let it settle again. So something like that. So all I do then is I just swirl it around to try and get it all loose from the bottom and try and get it to maybe fix itself in more central. So if you swirl it, usually you'll get it to come more central, or better still, get a stirring stick and all I'm doing is agitating the whole lot, and we'll let all that settle down again. As you can see now, it's kind of centered more. Let me give you a look in here if I can. Can't really see because of the bubbles, but it's there we go. So it's in the center more. If I can put my hand under it and take my other hand away, you might see. Can't really with the light, but it's pushed it more to the center, so you can see it there. So again, I'll let that settle down for a few hours, and we'll empty off the rest of the water, give it a few rinses. You don't need to see me doing a few rinses. Give it a few rinses, dry it out, so when you come back we should be at the stage where it's dried out and ready to add it to the gold powder we got on the first drop. And this is the second drop, the second load of stuff from that eBay buy, and we'll be able to get a final weigh on the actual gold foils, and then next stage is move on to the chips. Okay guys, so I have dried out the gold powder from the last of the ram fingers that I bought off eBay. So this is the last bit of the gold from them before I move on to the chips and stuff like that. And a lot of you guys be wondering what I found. So that's what I have at the moment. So we're going to weigh it up, and then we'll add them all together and we'll see how much we got from the ram fingers all together. As you can see, that's a nice browny colour. A few little bits of contaminants in there. Isn't really going to make much difference once I process them again at some stage, but it's just to give you an idea. So let's see what we ended up with. 0.22 of a gram, so a fifth of a gram essentially, and that can be added with this that we already got, and you can see that's kind of more black. It's not really as brown as that, so it does need to be processed again, but we'll put it in. So we have, let me just brush down some of the powder that's still in here on the container. So just under 4 grams of gold in total from the ram fingers. I don't think I have any more of them left anywhere to be processed. I think that's it all from the trimmed fingers. So as I was saying earlier in the video, we still have all the chips that have to be processed. So that was just an experiment, as I was saying, with the powder, that I need to maybe do a trial run on it and see, just to make sure it is done deep enough, has incinerated far enough, get all the metal bits out of it, and run it through some nitric to clean it up first, and then put it into aqua regia and get the actual gold out of it and see what gold we get out of it. But that's what I have. So 3.99 grams to be exact. So just under 4 grams of gold. So we could say 4 grams. Now again, when that be reprocessed, we will lose a certain amount of it. But going on whatever price price it is for gold at the moment per gram, multiply by 4, and that'll tell you how much we got out of there. Not as much as I was hoping, but well, hopefully the chips will make up for it. And if we can get another, let me see, I got 4 grams there, hopefully get 6 grams, maybe 7. So if we got 7 and we got 4, that's 11 grams. So that will make me up on my buy if we get that. If we don't, then it's kind of break-even territory, hopefully. Oh, if I leave it long enough, it'll keep going up, I hope. So it's gone to 4 grams. So maybe that scales is not the best. Let's take it off and put it back on and see, do we get back up to 4 or do we go at 399? Okay, so 399, we're going to settle on the 399, and that's it for this video. So that's the update on the eBay RAM that I bought so far. Chips still to be done, so not all hope lost yet. Might hopefully break even or just make a small bit of a profit. And if gold prices keep going up, that small profit turns into a bigger profit. So, and it's fun doing it. But if you're buying off eBay, I think a lesson to be learned: make sure we get the right prices when we're buying. Again, this is the reason I've done the video, to show people that how you have to be very careful buying off eBay, and you have to know what you're doing and stuff like that. So I just paid what was up there or what the price they were looking for, and just to see, is it worth it or is it not worth it. So far, not worth it, but the RAM chips may make up for it. So until the next video, guys, keep safe and give it the old thumbs up. Not 2 thumbs up, because that goes to no thumb. So 1 thumb up. Give it a 1 thumb up.